Hey everyone, today I want to share a story that's as heartbreaking as it is eye-opening. This is the tale of Elliot and Lucas, two friends who were more like brothers, and how their unbreakable bond shattered into pieces. Elliot and Lucas had been inseparable since childhood. They did everything together, laughed, cried, and tackled life's ups and downs side by side. It was the kind of friendship that seemed invincible. But then along came Maya. Elliot first met Maya in a coffee shop. Her laugh was like music to his ears. They clicked instantly, sharing long nights talking about everything and nothing. For Elliot, Maya was a breath of fresh air in a world that often felt cold and distant. She made him feel seen, and for the first time in years, he started imagining a future filled with shared mornings and quiet moments. But Lucas noticed Maya too. At first, it was just harmless flirtation. Lucas had always been a charmer, and Maya undeniably beautiful. Elliot didn't think much of it. After all, Lucas had been there for him through thick and thin. What could possibly go wrong? But things started to change. Lucas began showing up whenever Elliot and Maya were together. Not in a casual way, more often than not he was there, making things awkward with inside jokes that only he and Maya shared. Elliot brushed it off initially, but the uneasy feeling in his gut grew stronger each day. Then one night, everything fell apart. Elliot and Maya had plans for dinner at their favorite bistro, but when Elliot arrived, there was no sign of her. He texted, called, nothing. An hour later, he received a message from her. Blindsided and heartbroken, Elliot was left in utter confusion. As he stared at his phone, Lucas walked into the bistro. He looked uncomfortable, eyes darting around before he caught Elliot's gaze. "What's wrong, man?" Lucas asked, trying to sound concerned, but there was an edge to his voice. Elliot stood up, fists clenched. "What the hell did you do?" Lucas looked taken aback. "What are you talking about? You know exactly what I'm talking about." The betrayal in Elliot's voice was undeniable now. "You've been messing with Maya, haven't you?" Lucas sighed, a mixture of guilt and shame crossing his face. "I didn't mean for it to happen. She came to me. She needed someone. I didn't want to hurt you, but it just happened. I didn't think you'd ever find out." Elliot's heart sank as the truth hit him like a punch to the gut. His best friend, the man he considered family, had stolen what was his, and the worst part, he wasn't even sorry. "Don't," Elliot whispered, fighting back tears. "Just don't." He turned and walked out, his world collapsing around him. He never spoke to Lucas again. Maya reached out once, but Elliot couldn't bring himself to respond. It hurt too much to even think about. Some betrayals, he realized, were impossible to forgive. Not because you didn't want to, but because the scar it left was too deep to heal. The man he once called his brother was a stranger now. And Maya, she was someone who had never really been his to begin with. In the end, Elliot learned the hard way that some bonds were never meant to last, and some friendships were too fragile to survive the weight of love. Thanks for listening, and remember, sometimes the hardest lessons bring the most clarity. Take care.